You know, a veteran is a veteran is a veteran, so we're all different age groups, but we have that common experience together, which is just something that's very unique.
My name is Dan. I'm an Army combat vet and member of the VFW.
And I'm Laura. I'm a member of the American Legion Auxiliary.
One day at our local American Legion, we began wondering what different AMVETS, VFW, and Legion posts were like, and what their differences were.
A light bulb went off, and we thought it would be awesome to visit posts around the country to learn more about the organizations themselves, what makes each post unique, and educate veterans on the benefits of joining and supporting their local post.
Come with us on our journey and discover how these organizations help veterans, the community, and why it's important for veterans and their families to be a part of them.
Welcome to Veterans Post Tour.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Veterans Post Tour.
And today we are on our way to VFW Post 4037 in Troy, Michigan, where we're going to meet up with Todd, right?
Yes, the commander. They're a small little post. I popped over there a couple of weeks ago before band practice, and I met Todd, the commander, Tina, the bartender, and a bunch of other guys up there, and they were all super friendly and welcoming, and it just seemed like it was a really good and fun place to be.
That's awesome. I have not been there yet, so I'm going to find out if they really are so welcoming and friendly.
Yes, she is.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. As I hope all of you are looking forward to it. So sit back and let's learn a little bit more about Troy VFW Post 4037.
Here on Veterans Post Tour.
Hey friends, welcome to the Troy VFW. This is Post 4037, and I'm Todd Wodzinski, the commander here.
Hey man, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Right on. This is already so beautiful, like it catches my eye immediately. I'm like, wow, I feel so much at home here already.
One of the nice things about this post is when you come in, you're going to get a warm welcome and a handshake, and we want people to feel comfortable. We're a very small post. What we have to offer is lots of camaraderie, pool. We've got pull tabs like a lot of posts do. That's always fun, right? Playing those. We've got a very nice bar area with both, alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. And then a little area over here where people can get together. We have some limited food options. We'll do our functions. We do karaoke and game nights and things here. So very cozy, very small, but we like to think it's very welcoming.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We celebrated our 75th anniversary a few years ago. We were named after 3 Korean and Vietnam vets that passed away in service. So we have Dewolfe-Dreon-Lukowski Jr.
Okay.
Dewolfe-Dreon were the original namesakes for the post, and then Lukowski Jr. merged later on. Every post has a service member that passed away in the line of duty that they're named after.
Yeah. Now I see you have a nice little table set up over here for member joining.
When a veteran walks through the door, I want to make sure that we greet them, welcome them, and give them access to join, give them a nice overview of the benefits of joining the VFW or the Legion, and it just helps get that process moving quicker.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it's also more personable to do it that way.
It is. One thing I noticed from the National VFW is, they do a great job of lobbying for veterans benefits, a little less emphasis at the grassroots level. So it's up to us as the membership of the post to maintain the building, right, and to drive membership. So
yeah,
we're
absolutely
trying.
Love it. Yeah.
Limited kitchen. A lot of VFWs have really nice kitchen areas. This is small, but it works for us. We'll do burgers and hot dogs and some limited menu items. There you go.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, we worked with Home Depot and they donated our pavilion area here. So
oh wow, you got a whole kitchen out here too.
Yeah, so we'll do burgers and steaks and dogs during the summertime. We had a member a number of years ago that donated that for us.
That's awesome.
And then we got a fire pit area with some chairs and things. So it's a smaller yard, smaller post, but we make the most out of it.
I think you really do. I really, really think you do. I mean,
we tried to make it colorful and patriotic and something that people identify a VFW post with, right?
Yeah.
So I want people to have an authentic experience when they're here. I want the members to feel connected to their service and to the VFW. Part of our 3-year goals is we're raising $100,000 to refurbishing the parking lot, updating this area, and then we'll do new roof and refurbish the inside and kind of remake that space to be more usable for families.
I gotta point this out though, because every restaurant should have this.
Bartender parking.
Bartender parking.
So we have 3 fantastic bartenders here, and they're really the heart and soul of the club room. It takes a village here to keep everything running.
I like to make sure that people have a good time.
It's
They're not
rewarding.
overserved. I feed them. You know what I mean? I just want you to have a nice time. I just want them to come in, feel welcome.
So a local artist, Dylan Blansky, I asked him if he would do something for us on the door, and he actually sketched that on a cocktail napkin.
Oh,
and
wow.
Over the course of 40 hours, he built that up into the picture that it is. So he did a fantastic job. So this is a VFW hall for VFW members, but all veterans are welcome.
We do a corn roast. The auxiliary puts it on. It's a real good time, help recruitment and everything else. We sell poppies, different events we have in the city of Troy, like the Memorial Day, Veterans Day ceremonies.
There's a lot of City of Troy activities, and we get involved. Around Christmas time, we sponsor the needy families. So we buy them dinner, Christmas dinner, get donations for bicycles, presents. We deliver them to the homes. You see their faces of the children and the spouses. It's a good feeling that you're doing something like that.
Some are struggling financially, so we'll get names from either Oakland County or other veterans organizations. We put a bunch of money together. We buy turkeys, hams, eggs, a bunch of food for a good meal, and donate it to the families so they've got at least a good Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner.
Trying to give back to the community. During Christmas and Thanksgiving, we pass out food to the vets that need our need. Like Christmas, we give the full shop, presents, turkey, ham.
They'll have a bike show. We'll bring our bikes in and I'll work. I did entertain here at one time, about 3 years ago. We came in and set up the equipment and did some Elvis and some Patsy.
We participate in all of the patriotic holidays, right? So we sponsor the band for Memorial Day and Veterans Day. We'll host luncheons for 4th of July. We did a luncheon for Gold Star mothers this year where they went up to the cemetery and had their ceremony and they came back here for lunch. We support the Boy Scouts, camp outs for kids at the VFW Camp Trotter. So there's a lot of things that we connect with that aren't necessarily just this VFW post, but other things happening in the community. We have a once-a-month comedy show that's hosted by one of our new members. He's an Afghanistan vet. He's a Purple Heart recipient. One of our bartenders, Lori Waldowski, she hosts a karaoke night, and it's a lot of fun.
Lori, the other bartender, will have karaoke parties. And it's fun.
Thursday nights are our big night here, almost the end of the week, but it's not Friday yet, and we get a really good crowd. We do the majority of our business on Thursday.
We have a pretty decent crowd that comes in on Thursday. We have a good time.
We know we need to have more functions, more family-friendly functions, so we're working on building that up.
They made sure that I felt welcome. These older vets, they're showing me how it's done. You know what I mean? This is how you embrace a little brother or a little sister. This is how you make someone feel welcome.
You're coming back to the brotherhood because you get out and you go home. You don't have your best friends, you don't have your brothers with you that you've been with for years. And then you get out, you don't have anybody sometimes. And so you get that support group at the VFW.
We have to welcome these people because you know what? You want them to follow in your footsteps. You could teach them something along the way. We just need that younger crowd.
A lot of the knowledge that some of the older members have of how to go through the VA for things, how to go with the government with things, to try to get either disability or benefits or anything else really.
They're unaware of their benefits, both through medical, educational benefits, even employment.
Get a whole list of people could help them. A whole list of organizations could help them, anywhere from housings, legal, medical, all the way down the line. You just have to reach out.
People have problems and you can talk with people. You can talk with people that have the same thing. I think it helps quite a bit. Coming back from war, it's a scary thing. And there's a lot of problems. Makes a big difference.
Meet other people and you come up here and talk to different branches.
Veterans have walked in and they said, we've lost our job. We're trying to get a job. We're staying at Red Roof Inn. I'd just jump in my car and I'd go over there and pay for a couple nights. We do things like that. We help vets in a lot of different ways.
We have a relief fund that we raise money for, and 100% of that money goes to help local vets. So we've done things like donate to a veteran-run homeless shelter. We have one of our members that owns a construction company, so we've had younger members walk in that were looking for a handout and left with a job. We just had a member that fell and broke his ankle, a Korean War vet, and we donated the money to redo a bathroom for him to make it more handicap accessible.
If there's any other veterans that are even thinking about joining the VFW, you should do it. There's a certain connection you make. Doesn't matter what campaign or what years, what branch is, it doesn't matter. So join a VFW.
Come down to one of our functions, come down on different days, and then see what you like, and then come and join.
I would say do it. It's a great organization, real good people. You don't have to start with 2 feet in. You can ease yourself in if you want to get to the officer roles or take roles on. But it's a great way to reconnect with at least other veterans.
Why not, come and check it out?
If you're a veteran, if you served honorably, then you're eligible to be part of our fun group here. Members that served honorably can join the Legion, and if you have eligibility for the VFW, we'll help you figure that out, and then we'll sign you up for that as well. We just want you to be part of what we're doing here. It's very exciting, and we're growing, and you need to come check this out and be part of it.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Those guys are really great. And their bartender, Tina, she really, really makes that place very, very special.
Oh yeah, she's all about the atmosphere and the welcome.
And so is Todd, so is the commander.
Yes, of course.
Very about welcoming people. And I love his attitude, like, why be a commander if you're not gonna be welcoming? They do so much for the community too, and they've really done a lot to make it a much better place for people to come to and spend time and have a good time.
Yeah, and I love how they work in conjunction with the American Legion.
Todd's perspective on working with the American Legion, it's very proactive to be putting out all of those applications. And I just think that's a step in the right direction to get younger membership and get people to come more.
Yeah, you may not be eligible for the VFW, but you know what? You're a veteran, you serve, you're eligible for the American Legion. You may not have had boots on ground, but damn it, you're a vet and get in here. That's one of the things I love about them is they have all veterans are welcome on there.
And Todd is very, very adamant about being welcoming to all veterans
Yes.
too, whether you have boots on the ground or not.
They have a good amount of young folks, like, Todd, he's a young commander. Kurt, he's a young commander. Steven, Willie B. It's nice to see the younger folks coming in there because, let's face it, guys, nobody is getting any younger. So the more younger vets we can get into the VFW, American Legion, the longer they're gonna keep going.
Veterans helping veterans is the way to help yourself when you are a veteran. And it's tried and true, and it shows really in that post.
It really does. Great post, a little post, but a great post.
Yeah.
So I hope you all have enjoyed our episode on Troy VFW Post 4037.
And we'll see you next time
On
the Veterans Post Tour.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Veterans Post Tour. Please give us a thumbs up and share.
In the description below, you will find a link to this post's website where you can learn more about them, their history, and their information.
You'll also find a link to the VFW website where you can join, learn more about the VFW itself, and find a post near you.
Be sure to check out our other videos visiting different posts and hit subscribe so you can catch new ones as soon as they drop.
If there's a post that you think we should visit and highlight, please let us know in the comments.
We'll see you next time.